But once you get on his back, you realize that that he is much more stiff than what I figured he would be. If I was to push this horse too much, I can imagine he would begin to buck for me. What I don't want to do is say to him, this is a bad behavior. This is what I want you to show me. And so I'm going to let you do that, which is what you've been doing with him. Okay? You said, I don't like to put his head down because when his head gets down, he goes to bucking. All right? That's absolutely wrong thinking. Okay? This is going to get you hurt quicker than having his head down and relaxed.
Okay.
All right? If his head's down and relaxed, he's responding and understanding of what you're doing. We're going to have to develop a new language with him.
Okay.
All right? So
you're saying he's fixable?
He's dog. There's not a horse on this planet that's not fixable. So Tonya, I've had a chance to observe your horse, do my evaluation on him, and these are the things we're going to need to work on. Firstly and foremostly, we're going to need to work on his stopping cue. Teach him to drop his head, relax a little bit. When you're on him, he feels like a big keg of dynamite. All right. Once we get through that, then we'll work on turning left, turning right, just our basic controls, lightness, relaxation. All right. Work a little bit of rhythm so he goes forward and slows down on command. Okay. And the other real big thing that I'm going to work on and focus on is you. I want you to feel safe. Now, the way we're going to do that is I'm going to teach you some exercises that are going to help you be able to control Sherwin a little bit better. Does that sound good?
It sounds great, Ryan.
Great.
As Ryan begins Sherwin's rehabilitation, he finds that Sherwin's misbehavior is much more ingrained than he first anticipated. Sherwin is extremely strong-willed and shows refusals on many fronts. Ryan does make progress after a few days.
All right, Tonya, what I've been doing with Sherwin here is basically teaching him the basic controls. That is, go, stop, turn left, turn right, back up, stand still, right? I've also been teaching him lightness and rhythm, okay? A little bit of line, kind of the whole gambit of everything I teach, and connection, right? And the main thing I've been working on is when you were riding him, his head was real high. He was real unresponsive to you and all that. So what I've done is basically taught him that when he feels the pressure in his mouth, he should drop his nose down and respond correctly by having some vertical flexion. All right, a very minor or very minute amount of bend in his neck here. I don't want to see his head way over here. Right. Okay, excuse me. All right, but I want to see just barely see his eye as I'm asking him to go in the circle. Okay.
Okay.
Now, the inside rein again is going to tell him to slow down that inside leg and basically turn to the right.
Okay.
Okay. Each time he picks up that foot, I'm saying squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. That's saying slow down the inside leg, slow down the inside leg, slow down the inside leg. Okay. And the outside rein basically is doing nothing more than helping me keep his head more or less straight.
Yeah, he's following the arc of the circle with his head. He's not falling in with it.
Correct.
How's his
But as they
shoulder?
near the end, Sherwin has a major blow-up on the final day of training. Sherwin struggles against Ryan's cues and lashes out at Ryan, even biting him. Ryan is holding on to the stirrup to keep himself a safe distance from the horse's hind feet. When rain blows in, it doesn't get any better. Ryan is left with very few choices.
Your horses will love Winnie's cookies. There are no preservatives or chemicals in these all-organic cookies, and they're shipped fresh right from our ovens to your barn. Packed with vitamins and minerals, Winnie's cookies work like a supplement, taste like a treat. For a free sample of Winnie's cookies, call 800-810-9466. That's right. You get a free sample by simply calling 800-810-9466.
Get the very best step-by-step guide to helping you and your horse. Get Ryan's new book called Beyond a Whisper. No matter the issues you face, nationally acclaimed equine behaviorist Ryan Gingerich has over 20 years of horse training and encapsulated it in one book called Beyond a Whisper. Years of horse training experience, methods based in science and not old-fashioned cowboy tricks. Real help with proven results. Order Ryan's new book now and save. Order online at ryangingerich.com.
After several weeks of feeding E3 Live for horses, I noticed a better hoof, a stronger hoof wall, and better material. For horses with laminitis, cracks, shelly feet, I have never seen anything do better than E3 Live for horses. Your horse will feel the difference, and you will see the difference.
Order E3 Life for Horses today. Visit e3lifeforhorses.com or call 877-357-7187.
Hey, Tonya.
Oh, hey, Ryan.
Hey. You know, I know we were planning on sticking you on the horse here in a second, and before the rain came in, I was working with Sherwin, and some things kind of popped up that I didn't foresee. Mainly some of his behaviors got a little worse than what I expected them to be. And what I don't want to do, and I know I promised to put you on the horse, but what I don't want to do is put you on an unsafe, into an unsafe environment. Being on top of Sherwin would be an unsafe environment for you because you already are fearful. Yeah. And so what I'd like to do, and again I don't do this very often, but what I'd like to do is offer you something that would maybe help you out a little bit. I'd like to bring Sherwin home with me to the National Equine Behavior Center. And really get deeper into those behavioral issues that kind of popped up out there while we were working.
Wow.
Like I kind of talked to you, a little bit. He has some past issues, and one of the things that I really started to see while I was working with him was that he was getting really pretty balled up, and I was worried that he might rear, and he's the type of horse that if he did start to rear, he could potentially flip over on you. And with the shoulders being locked up and everything else like that, I don't feel safe with you being up there. And so again, I'd like to bring him home if that's okay with you.
I don't know what to say. Thank you.
Okay.
Sure.
All right. That'd be great. So we'll take him home. I'm going to work with him for a couple of months and get him through this issue, and then we're gonna bring you back up to my place, and we're gonna show you. I'm gonna put you back up on him and get you through these things. And the next installment here will be you riding on Sherwin, and he'll be rehabilitated at that point. All right.
Will you make sure it's warm when I go up there?
I'll try. I'll try. So, does this sounds good to you then?
I don't know what to say. Thank you.
You're welcome. So let's go get him loaded up, and I gotta get down the road because I got another horse to get to, and we'll see you guys in just a couple months. All right. You're welcome. So you guys stick around the next installment. Until that time, I'm Ryan Gingerich. You guys be safe. Have fun.